Good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so I hope the last week went well, right? So no classes, fun.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, Rakis.
Sir, actually, what will be the threshold for the mid-sem?
What will be the threshold for mid-sem?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by threshold? The weightage will be 25 marks.
No, sir, I was asking about the passing mark.
Passing, I mean that since we follow the relative grading, right? So I cannot comment at the moment.
Okay.
So I will have to look at all the scores and accordingly we can probably do something.
Sir, I also had a doubt regarding the mid-sem.
Yeah, if it is regarding the questions, then probably you need to discuss in the tutorial session.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so let's get started because since we are running a bit late as compared to section A, but in effect it is for good reason. So probably we are spending more time on the different chapters. I hope it's fine, right? Okay, so without any further delay, so let's get started. Can you see the video?
Yes.
Any guess what is the today's topic? Mehndi wale
Conflict.
uncle?
Contrasting opinion.
When similar type of companies clash with each other.
Competition, yeah.
Competition, yes.
Okay. Have you seen this video before?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. I have seen this.
Yes, sir,
It
it's
was
fairly
viral
common.
on Instagram. 2-3 mithai walas clashed with each other.
No, they
For
were not
some kind
Mithai
of
wala, they are
customer,
chat
instead of
wala.
going to one shop,
Yeah,
went
so
to
they are
other.
chat wala, and if you haven't seen that, I think you must see this, at least this funny video, right? I would say the funny because you can see a very nice social interaction between these two groups, right? And especially you need to probably watch the actions of Einstein uncle because this is what has been referred on the social media. So in a way, I mean, this video just got very popular immediately after it happened on social media because probably the specifically the person, I mean, that you can see in the center, right? Probably you can watch his move.
His photo
People
also
call
got
them,
viral.
call him Mehdi Wale uncle. Some people say Einstein uncle. So on. That is on the funny move. That is on the funny thing. So yeah, so the thing is, I hope this has given a kind of overview. So today we are talking about social interaction. So that was in funny note, but in a way you can see. So often as a human, because human as a creature, we are kind of social in nature, right? We work together, we eat together, we play together, we study together, and even probably we cheat together, right? So yeah, so be careful because I just for your kind information, last semester 35 students were failed and some of them were also debarred for a semester. So I really don't want that this happen in my class. So just a warning, strict warning, and समझदार कोई सारा काफी है. So let's take further. So we are talking about social interaction, right? And okay, so the overview, what is the mean by social interaction, right? And because as I said, the human as a nature is a social person. In that case, if you are going to build something, because our aim is to build human-centered design or human-centered system. If the human is social in nature, then probably your interactive product or probably even anything that you are going to build should be somehow social in nature. Again, you cannot provide socialism at every place, but yeah, wherever it is possible, you need to consider. So we will study what we mean by social present, how you can basically support that using technologies that we have, how has social media changed, how we keep in touch among with yourself. Like now, social phenomena arising from being able to connect online because due to several reasons, it is not possible to probably connect in person. For example, we may not have probably seen this particular video if I mean, we only have to see in person because we were not there. But probably due to the power of social media, we were able to see this particular you could say the fight, or you can say the interaction between these two groups. So the social interaction is basically we live together, as I said, work together, play together, talk to each other, and so forth, right? So social technologies develop to enable us to persist in being social when apart. So they differ how they support us, right? Some encourage it kind of social interaction, so that you can do by some games or probably like family games with Alexa. Others may have probably some negative impact as well due to social interaction. I mean, that you have to think about. So what are the cases where probably the social interaction may lead some negative impact? So, but mostly, I mean, you have to see in what scenarios you want to use, in what scenarios you can probably get the benefit, and in which scenarios you need to be more careful. So like in this case, you can see, so are we spending too much time on our digital bubbles, right? So are we giving enough time to our, so are we spending too much time? Yeah, so today's tutorial is graded, those who have asked, right? Yeah, so it will be graded. So are we spending too much time in our own digital bubbles, right? So because despite we are just sitting just next to each other, everyone is just busy with their own life, right? Which is in fact is not good, right? I mean, that's why the concept of kind of electric, or probably the gadget-free day or something, people started using. Like on Sunday, I don't use mobile. Can you do? I don't use laptop. Can you do? Are you ready for such change in your life?
No.
ट्रिपल आईटी के असाइनमेंट कैसे होंगे?
सर ट्रिपल आईटी की मेल कैसे पढ़ेंगे?
डेडलाइन होती है सर
डेडलाइन होती है
यार, वीकडेज में कर लो
सर, संडे को ही आती 3 मेल तो।
No, the thing is you start on Sunday, na? I mean, on the weekdays probably you have other better things to do. Anyways, yes, yeah. So,
सर कॉलेज बुला लो।
yeah, यार, most welcome.
सर कॉलेज खुलवा दो सर।
डिजिटल थोड़ा कट जाएगा।
सारे कॉलेज खुल गए सर, हमारे ही बचे बस।
नहीं, हमारे भी खुल जाएंगे. Hopefully your next semester will be in person. Yeah, so question raised by kind of some of the social technologies. So are face-to-face conversation being kind of superseded now by social media interaction now? How many friends how many friends do you have on Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and so on, as compared to in real life, right? So for example, suppose let me check a random name. Who's the lucky person? Aryan S. Verma. How many friends do you have on Facebook?
So around 30.
कम है यार, इतने कम?
सर मैं ज्यादा सोशली इंटरेक्ट नहीं करता, मतलब फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन में ज्यादा बिलीव करता हूँ, तो सोशल पे तो स्कैम्स ही स्कैम्स है, तो मैं क्या करूँ?
रियल फ्रेंड्स कितने?
रियल सर हैं 2-3 ही हैं।
यार तुम तो बोल रहे कि मतलब रियल
30 में मतलब सर जैसे कि किसी मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ लाइफ में मतलब उनसे मिला हूँ, तो मतलब स्कूल फ्रेंड्स हो गए, क्लासमेट्स हो गए, रियल फ्रेंड।
Anyone here who has probably more than 1,000 friends on Facebook?
Sir, me.
Okay, Gurmehak, nice. How about the one who have more than 2,000?
सर एक पॉइंट पे थे, like you know when like initially जब like 14-15 के एज थे, like Facebook नया था हमारे लिए, उस टाइम पे थे।
Okay, nice. So why you have reduced the friend list now? I mean, your number of friends?
Sir, I realize it really isn't a competition and they are kind of useless. So like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so again, it depends on like how do you use, how the connection you have is used, right? So right, these days a lot of, I mean, terms coined by probably some of the, I mean, good journalism at least I follow, like WhatsApp University, right? I mean, you are connected on social media, you get everything on every day, probably something, most of them probably the fake, right? So in a way, I mean, it is good to be connected, but when you get all kind of rotten stuff, right? I mean, that will probably rotten your mind as well. So be careful, right? So be careful whenever you encounter any something suspicious, fake news, or I mean the so-called fake news, or probably some hate speech, or probably some kind of instigating something. You all are guys are mature. You can cross-check, you can cross-verify. There are fake news fact-checking website as well. At least you guys can check, right? Do anybody know any fact checking website?
So Google.
So
Alt
Google
News.
is
Alt
not a
News.
very Alt
Sir,
News.
Alt News, yeah.
Yeah, Alt News is the
BBC
one.
News.
What else?
So many of the fact-checking websites are also spreading fake news. Yes.
No, so that's why I mean there is a kind of certification or something
So,
required, right? So like,
many
Mhm.
times we cannot also believe those fact-checking websites. Just you
Just a
named Alt News. Various time it happened. Alt News had came up with fake news also.
But yeah, but they later clarify it. They do like written apology or something like that. Like they clarify.
Sir, Reuters.
They are on mute.
Sir, you are muted actually.
yeah, sorry, I was unmuted. Yeah, so I was saying, I mean, yeah, so at least it indicates that, yeah, so it's good that you highlighted me like I'm muted. So I have recently I saw a video from, I guess, some US university. One professor was giving a talk, and for 2 hours he has given the talk. In the end, he asked, do you have any question? Then student replied, yeah, so sir, you are on mute. So yeah, I'm not kidding, right? I mean, it's a real story. I mean, you can see. So thank you for that. At least you saved my 1.5 hours or so, right? So yeah, that's good. So yeah, so in a way you can see, I mean, you can probably cross-check on different places. So it has nothing to do with probably SCI at the moment, but at least definitely the social interaction that we have. It is our responsibility how we can make it, you can say, how we can make a social media is a good place, right? So probably I forgot the name who said, like, who probably earlier had, I guess Ronit, right? You had probably more than 2,000 friends. Now here you reduce it because there's probably a lot of unnecessary stuff for there, probably a lot of fake news, or probably, I mean, probably someone is spreading propaganda and so on. So that's why probably you have reduced the number of friends and so on. Right? So by the way, yeah, so I heard from someone like there is a student. I just curious to know. He's one of the TED speaker. So is the student in our class or probably in other section? Anyone know his name?
He's
Aniket.
Aniket, sir. He's
Aniket. So is in section A or B?
The section B.
B only.
Section B. We are in section B, right? So he don't attend our class.
So he might be looking at the recordings.
Okay, no issue. Yeah, probably he have more followers. Probably, yeah, he has enough. Probably he has better things to do, right? Other than attending the class. Anyways, that's fine. Yeah. So, so here we are basically, yeah. So evaluating why the social media is there, because somehow, as we said, the human as a nature, we are social animals, right? And that's why when we are building anything, if we can somehow promote that culture, or probably promote that you can say the feature, that will help human living in a better life, right? So for example, anybody can give the example of social interaction, the best social interaction that you have seen, at least in advancement in the last 10 years or probably 20 years.
Satellites, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, what exactly are social interactions?
Like WhatsApp.
So WhatsApp is, yeah, so kind of, yeah. So definitely, I mean, inception of all the social media is definitely increase the social interaction a lot. Yeah, so be it like WhatsApp, be it like Instagram, be it like probably, yeah, so other social media platforms that you have, right?
So professional networks and online, interaction wise, LinkedIn has changed a lot over the past 2 years for professionals, the way they connect.
Exactly. Similarly, I mean, the similar network, because the social network need not necessarily has to be just like a dost yaari ho, right? It could be professional network. It could be probably the medical, or probably even the crowdfunding, right? Or probably the crowdsourcing or something, right? That is something kind of a network that you can build based on some social aspect, again, or probably some related aspects, and that you can basically the idea is how we can get benefit each other, how we can basically support the interaction among the people and so on. probably the
तो
needy to
बेसिकली सोशल इंटरेक्शंस की जो एप्स हैं वो डाइवर्सिफाई हो रहे हैं इनटू गोल ओरिएंटेड नेचर है ना, जैसे डेटिंग एप्स हो गए वो डेटिंग पे फोकस कर दोस टाइप ऑफ सोशल इंटरेक्शंस, एजुकेशनल वाले
which one
एजुकेशन
do
पे,
you
प्रोफेशन
use?
वाले प्रोफेशनल.
Just kidding. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so definitely, I mean that everything has its own probably yeah, so benefit, be it dating app, be it like, yeah, definitely some goals are there, right? So for example, the one of the goals you can say on the Instagram is share the pictures, right? Share the pictures. So that picture which is or probably the event which is happening around you. So similarly, I mean there are some video blogger or probably the some Twitter which has the idea is, I mean, how you can write microblogs, right? And so on. So the conversation mechanism is like, so there are various mechanisms and they also follow some rules, like when holding conversation, be it like face to face or that is the reason when you probably move from offline to online conversation. Again, the idea is the same, right? So let me do one thing. Let me select some random name and I will give you 1 or 2 minutes to probably just do some conversation. So for example, one lucky person is Abhishek Jha. Are you ready? Aishani, would you like to participate? Anishka?
Yes, sir.
Apurva? And probably the last one, Ashutosh. How many people are there? I mean, at least willing to participate in a group conversation? Okay, so it seems difficult. So Anishka is there. So who
Yes,
else?
sir.
Please raise your hand. Yeah, so please raise your hand. Who want to participate? Who want to volunteer? Okay, so let me read the name. Ronit, Krishnam, Gurmehak, Bhagesh, and probably Anishka. So these 5 people, you have 1 minute. Please continue. Please discuss among yourself. Anything.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Yeah,
So how's your midsems?
I think
Not the best.
talk about something more
Could
positive.
have been better.
we can talk about how great is the HCI class.
Yeah, we can possibly do that. Yeah.
ISJ is one of my favorite classes. Like I
Because
mean,
we enjoy a lot. We got
yes.
to sing many more
Since
things.
past few lectures, like I've been setting the mood, turning off the lights because sir shows some of the other movie clips so now and then.
Oh, so like you sit with popcorn or something? Like
Yeah.
आज तो मिर्जापुर देखेंगे.
तो 3 Idiots, आजिए.
Sir
अच्छा,
said
आज तो 3 Idiots दिखा दी सर ने, आज feel आ गई है ना?
Okay, nice.
फिर Instagram पे अपडेट डालेंगे कुछ लोग.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank
yes,
you.
sir. We section B students love to like put all these memes on Instagram and make section A students jealous. Okay. That is something we
फिर
do.
ये वाले बेचारे यार.
Yeah, so definitely I think we should do something probably on the last day. I mean,
should-
or
we
probably
can
you can do
talk-
any day. I mean, if you like, definitely why to restrict to yourself. So
We can talk
pyar
about
or
Rajesh sir.
kind of friendship you should spread, right? I mean, that's good. Anyways, so thank you so much. So at least you have seen, right? I mean, the very basic thing is I guess someone has started hi and everyone just responding hi, hello, and so on, right? And the next thing, so in a way, it is kind of triggered by something, right? So that trigger, be it like definitely start with some greeting words, and one started in greeting words, then probably it go probably more specific to the event, or probably like people started about midsem, and often one event trigger another thing, right? So for example, when you started about midsem, then probably the conversation slightly moved towards the ISCI class, right? So when you say the midsem, I believe often the context plays a very great role, right? So you had, in fact, I guess 5 midsem, right? I mean, the midsem for 5 courses.
So 4
Yes,
and
one submission, yeah.
Yes, sir.
submission.
One submission.
But I mean, you did not say how was the midsem of ISCI. Everyone was kind of just understood, right? I mean, we are talking about SCI. How this happened?
Sir, it's a common space for us because we're in the class right now. So
I mean,
common
probably
space.
you were in the class in other classes as well, right?
नहीं अभी conversation हो रही है ना तो.
Exactly. That is the context. That is the context probably we are talking about. So that's nice. So when it means when we are doing some kind of conversation, right? So a lot of kind of conversation is kind of triggered by themselves or probably the one topic that you're talking about, then probably some related topic or some follow-up questions. Even, I mean, that start with some follow-up question. So like, how was it? How is it going, right? So you say, fine, how are you? So now it seems in response, you also have to reply, okay. Then someone says, okay, so how's life treating you? And then probably you reply back to this, right? So in a way, you can see a kind of a conversational mechanism is like, it follows some kind of sometimes written rules, sometimes just a kind of what you learned as a human, right? And in a way, I mean, you can build a lot of you can say the interactive products which can help you. And that was the reason, I mean, that was the reason that like Facebook invented, probably many other social media companies basically started, and they are making kind of billions of money, right? Billions of dollars. So for example, I mean, there is a lot of stories about, yeah, so why Facebook started, right? Do anybody know the story? Why Mark Zuckerberg basically started the Facebook?
For Harvard alumni and the
Yes,
students, I think, right?
it was
I mean,
supposed
he
to
was
be an
not Harvard
alumni
alumni, right?
network only.
Sir, he
Or
wanted to
probably
make
you
a
can say,
platform
yeah,
where
alumni in a sense, but he didn't complete his, I mean, the study, right?
Yes, sir. In fact, sir, YouTube was started as a dating website. Yes, so like you could go and like go on a virtual video call date on YouTube. Like that is how YouTube started.
Okay. I was not aware of this, but this is good to know. But I think it's a bit too late
Sir,
for me.
there was one more reason for YouTube. Like, sir, there was a controversy in Super Bowl around 2003, and there was no platform for people to access that clip from that specific time. So that was available in many news networks, but not everybody in that time could, access those channels. So like the founders of YouTube said that one of those incidents, motivated them to put a specific platform just for viewing videos at that time.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so that's basically good to know. I mean, I hope you can also think of, because the reason being basically there. I mean, I heard a story like probably he was looking for his girlfriend who lost, and then probably he's trying to find out probably someday on the social network I'm able to find. I don't know whether it's a true news or probably fake. I don't know. And in fact, I never try to find about that. But yeah, so there could be many interesting stories cooked up, and you can basically do, right? So yeah, so can you think of, I mean, given that, so basically given that, I mean, a lot of social networks or social media platforms are available to you, if you have to basically build something which is not there, at least that you're not aware of, so what would you like to propose? Anyone? Like you
Can
have
you
probably,
please repeat?
yeah, so a lot of you can say the social media network or probably the social media platforms are there. So like there is dating app, there is probably the Instagram where you can share the photos, there are YouTube where you can share the videos. Similarly, you have like Twitter, Facebook, and other kind of networks, right? So if you have, because as I said, the human are a kind of social in nature. So do you think some social aspect are missing, or probably can you build something and so that you can also probably become billionaire or so in a few years? If you have to propose something, I mean, if you have to build something, what you will do? Any guess?
So as of now, so there's a quote that if you can think of something, there's an app for something. So it is like kind of hard to think of something new because we have already done a lot of stuff. But if I had to make a startup, I would make a social media website which is a safe space for people who are suffering from mental illness like depression, anxiety, PTSD, because I think such people are often neglected by the society, thinking that their illness is not really an illness and just a phase of life. And a safe space for them on the internet would be a really good place for them to share their experiences and meet people who have gone through something similar, and maybe they can heal together and grow together.
Very nice. I really liked it. I really liked it. Very, very nice thing. And how about, I mean, how about you? I mean, so later today, I mean, we'll also discussing about at least the kickstarting discussion about the project. Yeah, so think about it. It's a very interesting project, and it could be very interesting outcome. So again, I mean, there could be a lot of security and other concern that you can deal with, right? How about a normal people join and probably bully other people? So you can probably,
yes,
okay, so only certified, or probably if you have this kind of thing you can do. So for example, people about talking about dating app, right? Similarly, there is kind of matrimonial app. So now the people come up, okay, so like matrimonial app for IIT alumnus, or probably soon you'll say, okay, so why not triple IT? Okay, so you'll start a matrimonial app for triple ITD.
There is an already existing Instagram page for that.
Okay, really? Okay, isn't too early for you to? Okay, so anyways.
Sir, the bio literally says placement मिले ना मिले प्यार मिल जाएगा.
Okay, that's good. Hopefully you'll get it. Yeah,
It's
all the
a
best.
scam.
And
Okay.
its username says shadi.trippletd.edu.in.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I was not aware, but that's good to know. So conversation rule is kind of like, I mean, many people try to, I mean, create a rules for that. Like SaxCTL basically say it's kind of analysis of conversation. Propose 3 basic rules, like the current speaker chooses the next speaker by asking opinion, question, or request. Second rule, basically another person decides to start speaking. And probably the rule 3 is like current speaker continues talking, right? Again, this is not the hard and fast rule. I mean, there could be many other subsidiary rules you can think of, but definitely these 3, even you have followed in the just conversation that we had, right? So in a way, I mean, yeah, so these 3 rules. What are the other rules you can think of? I mean, suppose you have to add one more new rule, which probably is missing here. What you would like to probably based on your experience, what you may add?
There are sometimes people just interrupt. There's no need to ask them for their opinion. They just say it.
Yeah,
So,
it is. It is.
Moving from one topic to another, like we move from one topic to another topic which is somewhat related to it, and start discussing on that.
Now everyone might stop talking and the conversation might end.
Okay.
So another thing that we tend to see is when one person leaves and then opens up room for discussion that that person wasn't comfortable with, which we see in a lot of group discussions.
Right. So because often the conversations rules, or probably these rules also depends on the context, right? Because at least in everything that you will be studying in probably the, you can say, human centered or so context plays a major role, right? So probably if the conversation is happening between 2 people, it will be slightly different than if the conversation is happening between probably a group. Similarly, if the conversation is probably happening, you can say 2 competitors, or probably a group of competitors, or probably friends, right? So for example, if it is happening in between competitor, it will be look like a fish market, right? Everyone is fighting and so on. I mean, yeah, so one conversation you just saw, right? I mean, yeah, so Mehdi Chacha is basically fighting because they are kind of competitor of chart shop and so, and that is the thing, right? Similarly, I mean, if it happens between 2 friends like we just had, I mean, it is fairly cool, very nice, and probably and so on, right? So it depends on the context as well. So more conversational rule you can think of, like turn talking used to be coordinate conversation. Shall we meet at? Okay. So what is this? I mean, okay. Acha. And all these, I mean, the thing. So this is something called back channeling, because often you do the conversation, you can observe basically some of the disfluencies while the people are conversing, right? And even, I mean, because sometimes even without you saying anything, you could do the conversation, right? Kuch log to aankhon se aankhon mein hi baat kar lete, right? But some people also basically respond by doing some back channeling. These are also called kind of filler words. Like when I'm saying something, probably I said something probably surprising. So, I mean, the people may reply, Acha? Oh, I mean, something like that, right? So do you, and I mean, the funny part is that different people may have their own, basically the filler words, or probably because there are huge filler words, and the different people probably follow the different own filler words, or probably they have more personalized to different type of filler words. For example, I once sometime I observe my video, I used to say, I mean probably a lot. So that is probably for mine. How about you? I mean, let me ask probably some random people. Yeah, so Abhik S. Basu, what is your filler words? Anyone else want to probably, if you have observed yourself?
So we often say like or while speaking.
Yeah, is one of the kind of. So it means, I mean, how basically it help you in building any kind of interactive system. Do you think, I mean, these filler word basically also help you?
So non-verbal cues are important for any form of communication because it will remove the feeling out of the conversation if we don't do these things.
Right. So in a way, you can say, I mean, that's what I said, right? So these last three were not only the rules. I mean, there you can think of more rules, and it also depends on so in the context, and probably you can think of, okay, so how you do the conversation among yourself.
So do you think that if you are making a chat-based system, then you need to implement these kind of features?
Exactly. You should actually. Recently, I mean, this year we have published a paper in CHI. So since you are working in human-centered design, so CHI is one of the best conference for, you can say, the SCI related research. So what we have done, we have basically observed these back channeling. In fact, what we are willing to do, we are willing to build a robot which basically interact with you just like a human. Because how about you are interacting with a robot and which is very formal? Okay, how are you? I mean, it's very smooth, right? You don't like, I mean, you probably on the first date, it probably looks okay to you, but probably you will get bored because, I mean, this is not, you can say, the real person. Because often, I mean, nobody want to, I mean, that is the reason people avoid chatting over the chat bot rather than basically they simply call the call center, because nobody want to, I mean, just communicate with probably the, you can say, the dead people, or probably communicate with probably the person who's not real, right? I mean, as a human, many people, in fact, most of the people prefer the human conversation, right? Yeah, so it's good basically. In fact, there are a lot of research which is going on, which basically willing to basically add these, you can say, the filler words or probably the back channeling in the conversation so that it looks real. Okay, so a lot of farewell rituals like be you, see you, I mean, probably yeah, boy, bye, and so on, right? Implicit and explicit cues that you can also see. Oh dear, look at the time, I must go. I mean, all these explicit things are you can use, people use in conversation and so on. So breakdown in conversation. So when somebody says something that is kind of sometimes is misunderstood, like speaker will repeat with emphasis, like this one, no, I mean that one. So a lot of basically the conversation is also deal with probably the misunderstanding. So probably you need to probably provide more clarification and so on. So whatever we have discussed, so that is kind of that happens in offline conversation. So do you think the same thing happens in the online conversation as well? Does the same rule apply? So or do you think there is a kind of different kind of breakdown, or probably yeah?
A lot of the times, I think the difference is just what you just said a minute ago was like this one, no, that one. That can't be applied because of the way things are placed on an online scenario. Because so many times we keep saying that one and the other person has no context of what that is supposed to refer to.
Exactly.
So we have to say left or right or up or down. And that's a sort of change we've noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So yeah, so it means, I mean, definitely some rules can be borrowed, but definitely not everything will be useful. So there are definitely cons and pros for that. So pros is like, yeah, so despite you are far, I mean, probably the miles, 1,000 miles far away, you can probably communicate with a person. How do you think the people were communicating in the past, you can say, probably a few decades or probably 100 years before, probably 50 years before? If they are far, if they are near.
खत लिखते थे अगर फार थे तो.
Yes sir, letters and
right.
So letters only, like before even like before fax and like radio signals, letters were the only way to communicate.
I'm not sure if your generation, basically, I would definitely see, I mean, probably you are younger generation than me. So have you written letter? Definitely I have written letters. I mean
email से लिखे हैं
Sir, every
Yes,
English
sir.
email, sir.
I have
प्रेम
many
पत्र के
letters.
अलावा
Like
प्रेम
I'm
पत्र के
kind.
अलावा
Yes, sir.
सर स्कूल्स में लिखे थे जबरदस्ती बहुत सारे।
हाँ सर, बोर्ड में लिखा
यस
था।
सर, यस सर, बहुत लिखे हैं।
चलो अच्छी बात है। Good, good. So yeah, so in a way, I mean, so at least you have experience like remote conversation definitely, but one drawback is that एक बार चिट्ठी लिख दिया तो चिट्ठी के इंतजार में रातें बिता रहे हो, यार अब आएगा क्या आएगा reply and so on, right? So I mean, is there any way you can probably speed up the process, right? So it means probably we need some kind of digital, or probably we can leverage, you can say, the technical advances, right? So that's how probably the email, video conferencing, now instant messaging, chat rooms, all are there, which can help you, right? So that you don't have to probably spend year and probably, नहीं तो पहले होता था तोता को लेके भेजते थे, right? चिट्ठी तो मतलब ठीक है, पोस्टमैन तो पहले था नहीं, right? You're sending the letters by कबूतर, कबूतर जा 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 and so on. Have you seen that movie, by the way?
Yes, sir.
What is the movie name?
Busted.
सर मूवी नेम तो
बाजीराव
याद नहीं।
मस्तानी में था सर एक
सर गाना सुना है।
गाना सुना है?
सर मैंने प्यार किया।
अरे सही है यार, तुम्हें तो यार मतलब कौन बनेगा करोड़पति में जाना चाहिए।
गूगल
Okay, good. Google Cheta Jindabad. Okay, nice. So yeah, so you can see that remote conversation is now possible, right? So this is possible because yeah, so you have the technical advances with you, and you can get benefited, and probably you can do. So for example, you can see in 1960s how video phone is happening. So what do you think is happening there now?
Sir, the lady is talking to that.
There is a photo and she is just talking on the phone.
Hi. So yeah, so it's kind of better than nothing, right? So the next basically, yeah, so what happens, how people can take it to the next level. So now we had video window, which is around 1989. So basically what they have done, they have 3 by 8 foot kind of picture window where the two sides basically, so it's kind of, you have kind of some kind of lounges, right? So you have the lounges. So here basically you come. So whenever, whatever the people in other lounge, and they have basically connected with the, you can say, the high bandwidth internet. And so the people in the, you can see the two different lounge can communicate among each other. So they are, you can think of, I think they were 50 miles apart. So whoever come to probably this launch, they can communicate with the people in other launch and so on. In this way, and they have kept the screen quite big. Do you think why they kept the screen quite big here?
So that everyone in the launch can fit into the window.
That is one reason. And second reason, I mean, they want to keep as the same size as the human, right? So that you can see, okay, so in a way you are interacting with probably the real person. If you have to make it even more real, what you will do, what the change you will make here?
Sir, like
virtual reality.
VR.
Yeah, sir, VR.
Change the background.
Some kind of 3D thing you can create, right? So in a
Sir,
way, I mean,
hologram like. Sir, hologram.
Yeah,
so there could be a glass display where the image of person, like a circular half cylinder hollow, then
right.
And
Very nice.
we can actually project the photo of person which is also sitting on the other side, and the photo of the person who is talking actually is presenting on that glass. That would be actually more interactive.
Right. So in a way, you can see, yeah, so here basically in this case, yeah, spoke to more to other people in the same room rather than other room. So similarly, I mean, when trying to get closer, so in real life, when you get closer, probably you'll see even better, right? But if you just say them camera mein ghus jaoge, you are not able to see, right? I mean, you probably go out of the range of the camera and so on, microphone. So I mean, you can simulate or probably replicate, and something which is probably not. But that's fine, right? Sometimes I think it's fine to have that. So like in this case, the people take further. And how about making it kind of video conferencing, right? So when you have the video conferencing, telepresence rooms, in this way, I mean, a group of people here, they can probably have meeting probably in the other rooms, probably very far. I mean, they can do basically. So that's why people may need to choose from the kind of connect multiple people from, for instance, Zoom, Google Meet, and probably there are many platforms like Microsoft Team and so on you can use. So customized telepresence room for others. So what is the drawback of such? I mean, because you can see a lot of such meetings are happening now. Many people are on Zooms and so on. What could be the issue with this? Let me show
Internet
up.
connection.
Internet connection definitely have one, but let me show another.
The question is, how do the democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will that mean for the wider region? I believe one of your children just walked in.
Okay, so the question then becomes, I apologize. Pardon me?
Ah, there's your nanny.
That's not my nanny, that's my wife. So the policy, South Korea's policy towards North Korea.
With some showers in the region coming through. 11 for Thursday, Friday 14. Does start to warm up nicely though as we get into the weekend. 6. Okay, you're on your own. All right, you're on your own. Here, you want to play with?
Oh,
whoa! 17 on Sunday. By Monday, 18 Tuesday, we are looking at somewhere around 16.
Mike Sobel tried to use that 18-month-old dog visiting from the Humane Society on the air, but Ripple.
La parte de CISA ya quedó, ya solamente tenemos que registrar autonomía curricular y el área.
Yeah, so many unexpected things can happen, right? So so be cautious. I mean, because when you are having conversation over the tele, so when you are in person, definitely you take all the precautions because you know the other person is beside you, behind you, can see, can probably listen what you're doing, what you're saying, and so on, right? But one of the drawback, at least you can see here, right, in case of online conferencing and so on, often you forget to probably keep your mic on mute, or probably keep your camera on, right? Or probably someone just bumped in, in your background, right? So, so these issues are there, right? And that is the thing you have to basically deal with. You have to be careful when you are working or probably the building on. So what could be the solution in this case? I mean, and in fact, that is the solution you are aware, right? So for example, you see my background, right? So you won't able to see now probably the babies in my background because probably it is probably suitable to some, but may not be to others, right? So if we have, so that is why based on such issues that another technological invention happened. So like invention was one of them. Just remove the background, right? Just keep the person who is in the front, in the foreground, and probably remove the background. Just make it probably uniform so that if the person's boyfriend is coming in the background or probably someone is coming, I mean, you don't have to probably give so create the disturbance in the conversation. Similarly, I mean, this is one of the very popular and a lot of things is now happening. So this lady was not able to attend the conference. In fact, I'm not sure about this. So ACM Kai, as I said, one of the most popular Kai conference. In this way, she was not able to attend the conference. But how she can attend the conference and probably greet and probably meet people? So what she has done, she just sent a robot, right? A kind of telepresence robot. So where she can present online and she can greet, hi, hello, do the conversation and do a lot of things, right? So similarly, I mean, when you are studying here, you can, many of you from EC and probably even from other branches, how about building some robots, right? Which can basically help you, in building some, for example, if you're coming to IIIT for first time, right? If a robot is there to guide you, okay, so this is the place where basically you can take a picture, a nice picture. These are the places where suppose you have to go to probably meet, okay, so I want to meet Rajiv, right? Okay, so where to go? Okay, so the probably the robot can come with you. Okay, so why not? I mean, let me give you company, right? And you can go with him. Okay, so in this way, yeah, so telepresence robots are also advancing and very, very useful in the recent era and can basically you can, so for example, even a lot of research is happening on how about we can provide a better way, how we can provide a, you can say, a better healthcare services to the elderly people, because often happens like all the probably the people probably go office, they are not able to probably spend much time with their family, or especially the elder parents and so on, right? How you can keep track on that, how basically you can basically help them, or probably if they need any help, right? Probably giving water, medicine, or probably doing remind or something, right? So the robots are one of the ways you can basically deal with that. Again, so a lot of research and a lot of startup companies are working in this. So often you need a kind of simple idea. You need a kind of simple idea. You don't need to have a complex idea in order to probably succeed as an entrepreneur, right? Have a simple idea, have a probably simple solution, but probably which not others have done before, right? So that is the key, some of the key you have to keep in mind. So the telepresence and social presence, you can see telepresent refers to the one party being present with another party who is presenting in physical space, such as a meeting room, as we have just seen. The lady basically attending the conference and meeting people in person. Social presence refers to the feeling of being there with a kind of real person when in virtual reality. So for example, Zoom calls we are having now. So by the way, I mean, since a lot of requests there, I mean, the people want to visit Triple IT Delhi. I can basically meet. I mean, definitely following the social norms and so. We can meet sometime. We can meet some probably this weekend, right? Would you like to come? Anybody? I mean, want to come and meet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सर आ जाएंगे सर.
Okay.
Yes, sir, we will come. सर आप कहाँ कौन से वाले मिलोगे सर? इतना बड़ा कॉलेज है.
इतना बड़ा कॉलेज नहीं है, बहुत छोटा सा
Sir, किराए से आउट
नहीं सर फिर भी.
Yeah, we can meet here. We can meet. I mean, if you want, I can give a tour to you as well. Yeah, not an issue. So
yes,
yeah,
sir, definitely.
Tour with treat.
Yeah, we can meet. So probably, yeah. So let's discuss over probably the other platforms, and we'll see. I mean, one possibility could be, yeah. So we can meet on Sunday also. We'll see.
Sir, on Saturday.
Okay, so we can explore Saturday as well. Not an issue. Okay, so Facebook basically at one time thought, okay, so how about making a kind of 3D world using VR? I mean, if Facebook is going to provide this feature, will you use it?
No,
like
sir.
in this case, you can Jack here, Dinah here. Right?
Try once. We can try.
Zoom को ऐसा provide करना चाहिए.
Okay. Who knows? I mean, they are already working on, right? Okay, so user experience with each other through, I mean, donning VR headset and something. Again, so abhi hum chalte, I mean, yeah, even, I mean, just driving or probably even just walking, even the metro. I mean, we are able to basically use smartphones or probably do, right? I mean, a big limitation of this you can think of. I mean, yeah, you'll have to sit somewhere, right? I mean, you cannot just in virtual world and probably driving, right? Probably in that case, probably you really go to some other heaven or so, right?
So,
if you have done probably good deeds.
So there was this one company which faced a lot of problems via Zoom. So what they did was all of them decided to join this one game where they personalized their characters and they just sat down inside a game and held meetings there.
Oh.
So that was kind of like, in a way, simulating VR without actually having to do VR, because you can move your character around. So when you create your own virtual character beyond just considering the scope of games, but onto real life or more social events, it could be a change that we should be able to consider. Although he did speak about how it was problematic in the sense that sometimes sitting on a table and killing the other person was the same button. So that caused issues.
Okay, nice. Okay.
I mean, it's pretty convenient. If you don't agree with someone, just kill them.
Okay. Is it good? It's funny. Okay. Yeah. So again, yeah, you need to take a call. I mean, what could be the consequences, right? Okay. So yeah. So how much realism and probably the immersion are necessary? Again, it depends from context to context. It depends from person to person. For example, often many people are not very technically, the technologically friendly, right? There are many people who are probably because there is a lot of, if you see, now the screen time has basically increased a lot, right? Especially during the lockdown and so, right? So, that has basically the other effects, right? Side effects specifically, right? So in a way, yeah, you need to find a kind of threshold. You need to find probably, you need to do some kind of trade-off, how much realism that you want to have, how much immersion are required. So like telepresence rooms try to make remote people appear to be lifelike, right? So use multiple high definition cameras and probably eye tracking features and so on. Does the FaceTime have much kind of presence as much as high definition setting? In different scenarios, you can think in different ways, right? So for example, in telepresence, definitely you also need to think of, because when you are meeting in person, right? We have seen, at least we have seen, like earlier when we attend the conference, many of you probably once get some interest in the research, you can work with us, the different labs and probably the different professor at IIIT Delhi we have. So often once they publish paper, they often go to the probably different conferences, present their paper, meet a number of people, right? So telepresence is the one. Definitely you don't want to prefer if you can go there, in person, right? For example, whenever I go to a conference, right? So meeting a good number of people is indeed a very fantastic thing to know. And also, you can build a better network. Also, one of the complimentary thing usually I get, so when I go to any conference, probably in somewhere, I also have place to probably meet around or probably get to know the culture of they have. That definitely you can not learn through the probably the telepresence. For example, after the conference, I go to probably the bar, or probably I just go to the some club, or probably I just go to probably the some, you can say the zoo, or probably some other places, right? Or probably some big market, something. So you can get to know, probably you will able to see some probably the nice place. For example, I went to Paris, I just went to Louvre Museum and see the Mona Lisa painting, right? So that is kind of additional, you can say, the perks that we have when we work or probably go for a conference, which is not possible in telepresence, right? So in a way, it has pros, it has cons, and so on. So what is co-presence? So co-presence is like co-located groups who want to collaborate. So many technologies have been designed for that. So like enable groups to work, learn, socialize more effectively together. So for example, you have whiteboards, you have public display, you have tabletops, a lot of things are there. So how you can coordination mechanism are there. So when a group of people act or interact together, they need to basically coordinate themselves. So to do so, what they use, they can use verbal or probably the non-verbal communication, schedule, rules, conversation, conventions, or probably the share some external representation. So face-to-face coordinating mechanism. So talk is central. You need to talk, because if you are in face-to-face conversation, you need to talk, right? In some case, many people, yeah, speak through their eyes. That's different ways of talking, but in a way they are talking, right? If not by mouth, then probably the eyes. So no non-verbal, like as I was saying, right? So non-verbal also we used to be emphasized. Some people do not, some people do shakes, winks, probably some gesture and something, head raising and so on. So hand raising. So informal meetings, so you have explicit structures such as agendas, memos, or probably the minutes that employed to coordinate the activity. So these conversation or probably the mechanism are followed in different type of meetings. So like in this case, in face-to-face. So you also need to be familiar with the awareness mechanism. So that involves who is around, what is happening, and probably who is talking with whom. So if you are aware of all this, so you can take a better decision. So that is in terms of peripheral awareness and situational awareness. So peripheral awareness is about keeping an eye on the things happening in the periphery of the vision. That is that you can see, overhearing and the overseeing. So allows kind of tracking what others are doing without explicit cues. In situational awareness, like being aware of what is happening around you in order to understand how information and your action will affect ongoing future events. So for example, in air traffic or probably something operating theater you can think of, right? So you need to be situational aware of what is happening, like what is happening. Okay, so what is the probably the heart rate, what is the probably other, and based on that you do the conversation or probably ask something or probably check that and probably do some actions. Similarly,
Sir,
you have, yeah.
sir, can you show? Yes, sir. Sir, can you please explain the second part again? Peripherals awareness.
Situational
Peripheral.
awareness.
Peripheral awareness.
So peripheral is, I mean, it's more about what you can see, right? What it's more peripheral through some devices that you can see or probably hear. So for example, if you have camera, right? So or probably if you have the camera, keeping an eye on things happening in the periphery of the vision. So periphery is more about, I mean, in this case, because as a human you can see something, right? And you can probably just see probably in the field of view of your eyes, right? So for example, you don't see what is behind you, right? So if you see what is in front of your eyes, then definitely you can understand what is happening, and accordingly you can participate in the conversation. Because if something is happening behind your back, right, and you're not able to see, you cannot do the conversation with them, right? I mean, just suppose if you're only looking at. Similarly, overhearing and overseeing, right? So if until you don't hear, I mean, right, until you don't hear or you don't see, I mean, you're not able to communicate. So in a way, peripheral awareness is about what are the surrounding around you that is may affect the conversation, that may benefit the conversation, and accordingly you need to do the conversation. So that is about like involving who is around, what is happening, and who is talking with whom, or probably what is talking. That is the next thing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. So like one thing you can see here, like one of the example is like reflectable. So what do you think the different color code or probably the number of dots indicating?
It's showing that one person is speaking much more than the others.
So definitely this could be one indication, right? The number of dots here, it means he's speaking a lot. He is very talkative, right? And this person probably is very calm, right? And so I think even from the expression, you can look like he's saying something, right? Another thing could be how about color coding. So red is something, I mean, this person is like, probably just speaking a lot of abusive speech, or probably a lot of, you can say, the hate speech or something like that.
Sir,
Green is probably yeah, so he's cool guy, probably saying the right thing, and so on. I mean, again, so reflectable, at least in this case here, I mean, it shows kind of indicator who saying how much, or probably who's contributing to the group discussion, right? Another thing could be, you can think of, okay, so despite he's saying a lot, but if this person is indicating here, I mean, he's probably though saying less, but probably very to the point, to the specific, to the point, and so on, right? So you can think of different other application and so on. So similarly, you can do the kind of virtual office. So like you have the 4 floor plans where you can probably see the meetings, where you can probably open, get to colleagues, like spontaneously collaborate. Similarly, some of the places where simply you can go and see what are the avatars, or probably the colleagues are collaborating by looking at what are blinking. Similarly, you can share document by this. In a way, you can also create a kind of whole conversation among the team in a virtual office mode by providing the different interface that you can see here. Similarly, I mean, if you're playing together, so in a way you can say you have the visitor using an AR sandbox, and here basically you are willing to do something. So in a collaborative mode, you can play the game, and you can basically enable creative forms of collaboration. And probably the last slide, or probably the second last. Yes, the last is like social engagement. So it refers to the participation in activities of social group. So the social exchange where the people give or probably receive something from others. So it could be voluntary, it could be unpaid, it could be even just for the good faith. So websites are often used as a hub to connect people, And retweeting is a very powerful way of connecting millions of people. Are you aware of how many of you on Twitter, by the way?
Sir, I am.
I am. Okay, very few.
Sir,
Okay.
I am.
Sir,
Okay, so now it seems probably more people on the Twitter, so that's nice. So I mean, again, so it's good to be there, and again, it is up to you how efficiently you are using it, and if you see something wrong there, I mean, how you can fix it, because you guys are basically the engineers, right? You deal with the information. You are at the information in the press Institute of Information Technology. How you can use technology to clean the information, that you need to think of, that you need to basically do basically. So in a way, you can say, I mean, often retweeting goes viral. So like this is some you can say the outside or probably the abroad examples. How about any Indian retweet or Indian tweet you are aware of which gone viral? So one example, the first video I shown, right? Like Mehdi Wale Chacha, or probably Einstein Chacha and so on. So that tweet basically gone viral in a few minutes or so, right? And that is now he's become the kind of icon on social media, right? And so on. So often a retweet can change everything. A retweet basically can change the overall prospects.
Sir, sir, when you talk about like implementing changes in social media, do you consider that when we are talking about people who have a large impact on social media, if they tend to post stuff that is not verified or that is not accurate, the information in it is not accurate, so don't you think that social media companies or any platform as such should have a responsibility of checking whatever a person who has larger reach is saying, because that might lead to a large scale wrong information being reached?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is one of the big challenge. In fact, most companies are working on this, how they can fix. And that's why earlier, if you recall, there was no mechanism to somehow mark it whether it's a safe or not, or probably whether it's a factful or not. So probably just after the recent US election, right? The Twitter start tagging, okay, so this probably the claims are disputed, or probably it's a wrong, right? Something like that, right? So even because a lot of responsibility on the companies as well, but as you know, I mean, there are billions of people are there on social media, right? And every people probably create a lot of content, especially during the events like election and so on. You cannot do manually, right? And if you cannot do manually, you cannot check everything. So it means you need some automated system. Many of you are AI student, right? I mean, it means you need to use some AI, basically the models which can detect such suspicious activities, right? And that is the task. I mean, and we are already working in this direction. Even my group is basically working in similar direction. How we can basically find out if some people are showing depression on social media, so that you can take retrospective action, or probably help the person by connecting with the psychologist, or probably, I mean, yes, to inform the parents. So for example, at least in 2020, a number of people have committed suicide, right? In many cases, it happens that it is clear from their platform. Recently, one of the friend of Sushant Singh Rajput, he also committed suicide. And before the suicide, basically, he posted a video, right? Okay, so I'm going to commit suicide for blah, 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 these reasons. Since before the committing suicide, he already posted all the information. If you are aware of, I mean, if you can, because the manually scanning all the documents and all the content on the social media is not possible. Meaning you need some kind of automated way. And so the companies are working. So that is the answer. And because they own some responsibilities, so definitely they can state their responsibility saying, I mean, so these are the not as per our guideline, but end of the day, they are also responsible. So that is why they are making their platform clean, or probably safer place, by identifying, okay, so by identifying if someone is doing some dangerous activities on their platform. Okay. Okay, so this is the summary. Yeah, so social interaction is central to our everyday life, and what are the different mechanisms are there, how we can keeping aware with others what is doing, and probably get to know what they are doing, how the technology can help in supporting telepresence, social presence, and probably the co-presence. social media has brought about a kind of significant change in how people keep in touch and probably manage their social lives. So with this end, I think we can stop here. I will take another 1 or 2 minutes.
सर
Yeah.
सर सोशल मैनेजमेंट से प्रीवियस वाली स्लाइड में क्या था?
किसमें?
सर सोशल मैनेजमेंट.
Social management is more about, I mean, who are the people you want to probably get in touch with, right? Again, social management can be a different thing, right? So one for management, yeah.
सर प्रीवियस स्लाइड सोशल मैनेजमेंट से प्रीवियस स्लाइड वाला.
This one?
या सर इससे प्रीवियस वाली.
इससे पहले वाली कौन सी बता रहे हो भाई?
सर सोशल एंगेजमेंट से पहले वाली थी ना जो मे बी.
Social engagement.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
This one? This one?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, so this is about, I mean, suppose you have to social management in a sense, like if you want to create an office in your just virtual world, right? In an office, a lot of complex thing happening, like there are different teams, they communicate among themselves, there are files need to be shared, there are people need to be collaborate, there are the people need to meet. So in a social management, you can see here what we are willing to do. We are providing the different features in this social office, virtual office that you have, right? So like who is where, and probably who meeting with whom, what they need to discuss, what project they are working on, like instantly get colleagues to spontaneously collaborate, because if you need some people, how you can find out. So really search for the colleague across the workplace to see and probably do immediate chatting because you want to probably ask something, right? So in a way, I mean, like similarly scale instantly with unlimited floors to your overall the space that you have talking about. So Coco, probably the floor plan and so. Okay. So in a way, I mean, how you can make it, social interaction in Win. I mean, you are providing the social interaction among the different employee of the company, the way you do in the company, and at the same time, how you can get all the work done. So this is probably what meant here. Okay. So let's go to, because I think it's a good time. It's a good time to start our project as well. I hope you got a good understanding, at least so far, like introduction to SCI, what is design, what is interaction. So now we are talking about user perspective and probably the social interaction and so on. So you already have your own groups, right? So your project groups is already formed earlier. So now it is good time to start. It is good time to start your project. So as part of the project, we want you to probably choose any topic around you. As I said earlier, right? Choose any topic, any problems around you. Once you select the problem, we want you to do some kind of interview survey and probably interview your team members itself, and then probably go further by interviewing the real stakeholder. That stakeholder could be your parents, your friends, and so on, to understand the requirement, right? So I want you now select a project. Again, so this project could be same as whatever you have presented in the class. I don't mind, right? So for example, I mean, in the earlier of the class, someone has mentioned about how about building a social media platform for ADHD or probably the depressed people and so on. If you have to build that project, so here, when the output of the project, we are not expecting you to complete a whole bunch of complete running system. I mean, that is fine. I mean, that is fine if you just build a prototype of that. It is fine if you just build probably a website for that. It is fine if it is not possible to build a website, just create the wireframe at least, right? So when I say the wireframe as something that will be explaining you in the further classes and in the tutorials. So here the aim is, whatever the project you are going to work in, we expect you at least to understand the requirement. What are the features you need to have? What are the problems you are going to solve? And whom you are going to collect those requirements? Who will be probably the users? At the first round of gathering of requirements, I want you to interview your team members. So for example, if you select a problem and suppose rest of your members are a kind of, rest of your members in the team are user, what are the features that you want to have? Similarly, once you're done with that, you can refine the requirement, probably by contacting some real users. If you can get, that's good. If not, that's fine. I mean, you can just try to find some people who can comment. In this way, I want you to at least thinking about what project you can work on, what requirement you can do. At least start thinking about this. Rest will be going and probably explaining the rest of the part. The next step would be the creating the sketches. The next step, once you have the sketches, we give you the Figma tutorial where how you can basically create the wireframe, or at least you can say the UI of the whole system that you'll be having. And in this way, I mean, if you have time, I mean, you can probably build a kind of web page or something as well to show how your project works. So this is just an overview of what we are expecting. We will post on Google Classroom more details how you need to proceed. Is it fine? Any questions here?
Sir, this is the project we have to done after the mid. We have to done.
Yeah. So now you need to get started because the project, I mean, the timeline will be by end of this semester. So it's kind of the rest of the mid-sem you have, rest of the weeks that we have, you have to work on that. So now it's get started. Let's get started with the requirement gathering. Then we will get next probably by creating the sketches and wireframe. So we will be discussing that more into the next week tutorial as well. And this week we will be sharing more details what we are expecting by next week.
Sir, we have to submit it or present it to you?
No. You need to submit. I mean, we cannot, you already doing some presentation, right? So that will be only submit, and probably the TAs can discuss with you, your respective groups.
Sir, we can create our own groups, or will college help us?
No, group is already there, right? I mean, the project groups are already formed, the same as presentation group. Yeah, you are right.
Okay.
So presentation group is your project. Yeah, Bhagesh.
Sir, if we are proposing the device, then we can't actually make the device. So we can propose how will it work, 3D model, something like that, drawing.
Exactly. In that case, you can explain through the drawing, you can explain through the wireframe, you can explain through the flow chart, whichever is comfortable. Right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
तो आपने प्रेजेंटेशन बेसिकली इसलिए हमें ये एक्टिविटी दी थी प्रेजेंटेशन ताकि ग्रुप में बातें कर पाए.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, how much of this would it contribute to our final grade?
10 marks.
All right, thank you.
So the project will be of 10 marks. I think this document is shared with you, right? So this document is, this document is already public. No, it is. I mean, yes. If you go to the website, it is there. So the project is 10 marks. So you can see the basic deliverable, basic working prototype evaluation.
It's on the website, not the classroom.
I mean, we can post on the classroom as well. That's
so please do, sir. It will be easy for us to.
Sir, the PPT presentation is graded.
No, PPT presentation is not graded.
So what would be the evaluating criteria for the project?
We will share more details. I mean, that is mentioned there. I think it's we are running out of time for the presentation. But we will provide more details. So at least start thinking about which project you want to do. And so what are the basic prototype, as I mentioned there, right? So what are the basic working prototype you can build and how you can evaluate that, how you can collect the requirement gathering for the project and so on. Okay, so who will be presenting today? Please tell your name.
Navidha Jain, Jatin Verma, Kunal Maurya, Gunar Sandhani.
No, just tell me the probably one person name who will be sharing the screen. So I made Navidha as a co-host. You can start sharing your screen. Who are the other member? I mean, who are the other group?
Actually, my band.
Please make Daksh Law instead of Navidha Jain. I will be presenting for her.
Sir, actually, my internet bandwidth is not high. Yes, sir.
No issue. So I made Daksh as a co-host. So Daksh, you can share the screen. Tell me other group.
Sir, I will be presenting for group 1-2. Ayush Chauhan.
Ayush Chauhan. Okay, I made you one of the co-hosts. You can go next. Who is the third group?
The Karan Prasad.
Karan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Karan, you can go last. So please finish your presentation in less than 10 minutes. So thanks. Please go ahead.
Sir, just a minute, sir. I had a question regarding the mid-sem.
Yeah, Bhagis, you want to say something?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in the mid-sem, sir, there was a question regarding the constraints, sir. So we had posted on the classroom also.
So yeah, so I regarding the midsem question, so I have asked, and probably I will ask TAs again. So let them look at that and probably do the discussion.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Please start.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, I can.
So good morning, everyone. So today our group 4-2 would be presenting our idea of an education lab named Off Study. So the problems with the existing educational apps is that they require very high bandwidth of internet, and many people don't have access to good quality internet 24/7, which is challenging for them to study online. The streaming device should also be of a decent specification for lag-free classes. Considering all these, it becomes very complicated and difficult for the underprivileged to study online, who neither have proper internet connection and nor devices of good specifications. So the idea we propose to solve this problem is that we will be converting the large lecture files into extremely compressed files. The student can then download study material for a few months at one go whenever he has access to the internet, like by going to a cyber cafe or something. And then the app will decompress the required file according to their device capabilities. So our goal and aim is that by doing this, the student won't always require internet connection and a high-end streaming device. It will also require lesser data consumption than other educational apps. And for the content on the app, it could be provided from various sources, like volunteers can help provide some videos and books, and other could be pre-existing copyright-free content on the internet. So now Navida would tell you about our design proposition.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will be telling you all about the design of our app. The app will be user-friendly, and the interface is divided into 4 parts according to different age groups. This is helpful as we know there are students in a single household of different ages preparing or studying for different exams. Now, instead of having multiple apps for each exam or grade, everyone can study from one app. Next. Junior school includes classes from nursery to the 5th grade. We know kids from 3 to 10 years of age have short attention spans, and thus the resources here will be explained through cartoons and animations to attract the attention of the target audience. Middle school includes classes from the 6th grade to the 8th grade. It will have comparatively less number of cartoons, and apart from the school board books, other reference books will also be available. High school includes classes from the 9th grade to the 12th grade, and material helpful for board exams will be available along with tips and guidance on how to study for the same. The target audience for the competitive exams interface is students from the 8th to the 12th grade, but will also contain some material which could be used by students from lower classes till the 5th grade. There will be material focusing on competitive exams like JEE, NEET, UPSC, etc., along with previous year papers, mock tests, and tips from other students and experienced volunteers. Thank you. I hand over the floor to Jatin now.
Next slide. How our app focuses on inclusivity. We provide equal access to opportunities and resources for students, those having physical and mental disabilities or belonging to other minority groups. Our device can help every child who is willing to study but cannot due to financial or some other issues. Next slide. How our app is accessible for everyone out there who is willing to learn. Accessibility refers to the extent in which a product is accessible to as many people as possible. And for children with disabilities like hearing disability, we have a built-in screen reader so they can easily know what is going on in the lectures. Next slide. We ensure that it will become an interactive product which is easy to learn, effective to use, and enjoyable, as there will be basic tour guide which will tell you everything about the product in the starting, and there will be also some other interactive challenges like problems of the day, etc. So now I hand over the floor to Gunnar.
For saving, next slide please. For saving time, we have proposed to introduce a new type of search called as Finder. This Finder idea is inspired from the Apple's very own Spotlight search. Unlike the present solution, which doesn't exactly find the file which we want to find, our finder even finds the exact keyword in the video lectures as well. Like for example, if you want to find a specific thing that the teacher or the professor said, you could simply type it in the finder, and it would present that, and it would exactly present the keyword in the video lectures as well. And so what it does, it saves time too. And for familiarity, next slide please. For familiarity, we have decided to make the app really interactive, and we have tried to make it as simple as possible. We have planned to introduce multi-language support so that all people of different languages can also use this app, and we would be using graphical images wherever possible, so that there's no dependence on reading. The main focus is on visuals. Next slide, please. For holding the basic idea of this app would consist of quiz, which would be evaluated, and you would be provided with the solutions, solved examples for you to understand the theory, and ebooks, which would consist of NCERT and all the other famous books for the topic, and some assignments with solutions and the pre-video lectures. Next slide. So now I hand over to Kunal Maurya, who will explain you more about this app.
Tackling the user error. This app do not require that much safety, but we provided the user guide that will help the user and reduces the chance of error. We will provide a confirmation box for every action to be performed to reduce any chance of error. Any file, if it will be deleted, be stored in a bin, which could be restored within 75 days after deleting. Next slide. Memorable enough. This app arrange all the categories in a proper sequence for easy understanding. In this, we provided the icon that helps the user to understand. Remember, like for test, we use pen paper icon, for lecture, blackboard icon, notes in the form of book icon, etc. Next slide. Some glimpse from our solution. Next slide. Next slide. Thanks for being with us. We are now open for any feedback or questions.
So if there are no suggestions or questions, can we stop the share?
So any questions from anyone? So if not, then probably I can ask. Meanwhile, probably other team can share their screen. So which kind of files do you think will be difficult to find, or probably the part of the file difficult to find?
Sorry, sir. In the finder option.
Yeah.
So like, sir, related questions to a topic. For example, you are studying something and the questions are not.
Sorry to interrupt. So next, please share your screen in the meanwhile. Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so the question, the related material to a topic you are studying could be searched, like you're studying a topic. So it could be the video lectures of it, the questions or the solved example related to it could be searched in the find option.
So how difficult it is to find a part of the video? So for example, this is 1.5 hour video, and probably you are interested in probably your presentation.
Just can I take this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you'll. Yeah, please go ahead.
So for example, if it's a 2 hour or 3 hour long video, and you wish to see that what the teacher told about, for example, consider AND gates. Like you want to see about what the teacher told about AND gates. So instead of surfing through the whole 3 hour video for finding what sir told about, you could simply type it in the finder, and the finder will find the timing. At what time did professor mentioned about this keyword. This would save time instead of you going through the whole video and finding what the sir told.
That's right. That's right. And how you can achieve that? That's very nice. But how you can achieve that?
Sir, through I've seen that on YouTube. So YouTube uses captions while we're speaking. YouTube uses captions. So when the teacher is speaking on this, the captions would be stored, and when you type, it would search through the captions and simply present.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So definitely, I mean, this is one of the initial solution, or you can say the simple solution. But there are many sophisticated solution as well that you will learn over the time. Okay, so next group, Ayush and probably others, please start. Thanks.
Yes, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. Our project is an app called Trippin. It's a whole new concept that we have designed from scratch. So our presentation will discuss its features. My group members for this project are myself, Ayush Chauhan, David Juchi, Harshita Neelam, Khwaish Rupani, and MD Javed. So let me give you all an introduction about the app. As you know, the app is called Trippin. It is a customized travel itinerary planner. It helps the user build their travel itineraries from scratch depending upon their travel needs. And it has a very interactive user interface that gives the user various choices at every step. Over to Harshita.
Okay, so let's start with the app functionality. Once the app gets open, it will ask the user to choose what kind of trip they want. Are they going on a business trip or solo trip or any other trips of their choice? Next, the app asks the user whether they have a place or want to browse option depending upon the type of trip they selected. For example, a user planning business trip will have a place in mind, but a family planning summer vacation or friends planning an outing can be given options like a road trip to nearby places, a local trip, or an international trip. After that, the user is then asked to curate the itinerary, and it can be done in 3 ways. First, the user can customize their itinerary from scratch and send it to an expert for feedback. Now, the expert can suggest changes which the user can choose to keep it or discard it. Second, the user can ask the app to recommend the top voted itinerary that have been uploaded by other user and can choose one of them. And if another user chooses your itinerary will get another upvote and you will get some points. Third, the user can choose directly to coordinate with the expert on the app's private chat and curate an itinerary very specific to their choice. For example, they can ask the expert to only put in historical places if they are history extremist. This way, the user can get very own itinerary of each trip. Now, the question here is how to become expert. Now, there are 2 ways to become an expert. First, you can register as an expert for the city you belong to. Second, you gain points. Now, another question arises over here is how to gain points. It's like every time a user curates the fresh itinerary for any place they visited and uploads it, other user can choose that itinerary for their travel. Every time the other user selects your itinerary, you gain points in that. If the user finds your itinerary efficient after their trip, they upvote your itinerary and you get bonus points for that. A person with certain number of points will get the opportunity to become an expert, and then the expert can then pick and choose which user he wants to help in making itineraries. Now over to Ayush.
So our app is designed following the principles of double diamond of design. So while designing the app, we discovered a problem that why would one want to become an expert? Becoming an expert will only add to person's already existing workload. Why will anyone want to voluntarily create itineraries for others? So we defined the problem as we need an incentive for people to become experts, something that attracts them and motivates them to make good itineraries for others. So the solution we developed is once you become an expert, you get to earn points whenever someone uses your existing itinerary, you curate an itinerary for someone, you help a user with changes in their itinerary. The expert can collect these points over time and redeem them for amazing gifts or great travel discount, maybe even a free flight or free stay, depending upon the number of points they earn. Over to Paish. Qaish, your wrong mic is selected. Your audio is not good. It's still not audible.
Is it audible?
Yeah, now it's.
So since you now have a basic introduction to our app, let me point out some of the amazing features it has. The app has an interactive user interface that requires the user to give feedback at various points in time, which helps us curate the perfect itinerary for the user. Once you've selected the type of vacation and destination, the app has the sound and background transition feature that sets the mood of the app to the place you're planning to visit just to give you the full vibe. For example, imagine the peaceful sound of soft waves crashing with seagulls squawking in the background as you plan your trip. Each time you interact with the app and it reloads to customize your plan, instead of looking at that obnoxious reload button, you will be looking at pictures of the destination you plan to visit. Aesthetic, right? The above feature can be irritating to some people, so one is allowed to enable or disable the feature with respect to their preferences. The app also provides the much sought after dark mode. The app takes a plagiarism check on all the new and fresh itineraries that are being uploaded, as we value the efforts that someone puts into creating their itinerary. Thus, we would make sure that somebody else's itinerary is not being copied or re-uploaded, as this will result in a loss of points for the original creator. In terms of revenue generation, our app will be relying on advertisements like most other apps around the world today. Our app is available across the globe on Android and iOS devices. The app has a virtual voice assistant for visually challenged users and voice activation for handicapped users. Now, the above mentioned technologies may have been inserted for visually challenged and handicapped users. However, they can be used by able users to make their experience hands-free and more efficient. For example, the app can read out the question and the options to the user, and the user can choose which option they want to choose by simply voicing it. The app provides a speech to text and voice notes feature in chat to allow the users and experts to communicate with each other in chat without having to type everything out. Last but not the least, like we previously mentioned, the app allows the experts to redeem their points for awesome travel discounts and even fully paid luxurious vacations with our patrons. Over to Divij.
So now let's talk about the usability goals and design principles. Effectiveness and efficiency. It allows people to either select destination independently or help them decide using the app's algorithm. Allows people to choose among different itinerary made by experts, customers, or us. If not satisfied, they can create an itinerary of their own. Customer can interact with experts to ask for suggestions and then quickly finalize the trip. Highly efficient as all steps complete within 4 to 5 clicks. Utility gives the user the flexibility to plan their trip. In the end, the user can manage everything in one place. Next. Visibility. Steps for various operations are visible and the user can go back and forth to any page. In the end, a checklist is provided to the user for final confirmation. Constraints. User can choose or make an itinerary for only one destination at a time. For a better trip, the user will have to choose or make an itinerary of the minimum number of days for a destination as per our experts' recommendation. Now, safety. We have introduced an option for secure login. That is, you can log in using username, email, Facebook, or by Google. We value your privacy and protect your personal information during the transaction. Feedback. In app messaging, it allows you to turn your app into a communication channel, particularly when you provide the ability to send and receive two-way messages. Ratings and reviews, it will allow the user to know about the place more efficiently and will be able to share their experiences. Social media channels. Engaging social media presence is a tremendous way for customers to connect with the travel category. Now, over to Javed.
Learnability. This app has a simple interface that allows users to quickly become familiar with them and able to make good use of all the features. The design of this app focused around the relevant compounds which help the user to be lucid with the interface quickly. Memorability. User doesn't have to remember the functions as they will be bulged out if the user is stuck in between. Voice assistant will allow the user to access the app more efficiently. Next slide. Consistency. The app has a similar user interface for all types of trips, like business trip, solo trip, family trip, and etc. The app has a similar user interface for expert and the first-time users. The app follows basic consistency rule like submit button records your answer and back arrow takes you to the previous page. Affordance. The app has all the features listed out on the home page itself, so it's effortless for anyone to navigate through. The app has simple itineraries and suggestions, making it very easy for the users to plan their trips. SWOT analysis. Dynamic development. Since the app develops as user-based expands, easy to use, understand, and interact with. pleasing user interface, possibility to explore different places from the comfortable atmosphere of your home. Available for free across the globe for Android and iOS. Weakness: need internet access for functioning. Limitation to the target user group. Useful for only people who can afford traveling. More time consuming than booking tour operators. Opportunities: lack of dominant competitions. Lucrative as experts get attractive discounts. Threats: copyright and plagiarism in content. Difficult in finding patrons. Time consuming for users. Thus, it might not be preferable for some. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, very nice presentation. I can definitely see a lot of efforts you guys have made, and so wonderful. So in the interest of time, let's go for the next presentation, and I request you guys to stay until the last. Thanks.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we group 2_7 are going to present an idea for an app called DriveAway. I am Dia and my group members are Pulkit and Karan. The problem that we identified was that local drivers and taxi services have lost business due to the pandemic. They will be able to register on our app and we will connect them to people who wish to rent a car. Also, a lot of households in India have more than one car. While one is used for traveling, the others are spare. These spare cars can serve as a source of extra income. Most often while traveling, it is observed that renting a car is comparatively cheaper than driving your own car. DriveAway will essentially be useful to local taxi services and people who want to give out their cars for rent. Both categories will be able to register on our app.
So our idea is inspired from existing applications like Rev and Zoom Car. One of the biggest issue that I've thought about these applications is that they do not have a larger fleet of cars readily available to the users. So what's the solution? It's like lending out the privately owned vehicles. And what would this provide? It would provide a large number of cars readily available to the customers. Hence, all problems, one solution. So, in a survey by McKinsey, it was given that in India, around 30% cars are not being used on a daily basis. There are more than 1.6 million cars that are not being put to use and are just getting wasted out there. So, this is the best solution that if you have an old car, just rent it out. You will get a lot of money in return, and hence you will get an extra earning. And the second thing would be that the users would be very easily available with the vehicles. Next slide. So the other problem that I thought with these applications is that we have many service providers all over the country, but cab services are not one of them. Hence, the small cities are always suffered. So the idea is that we should include all the local taxi stands, the local taxi providers, and everything that's available in a local area like a small town or a small village as well, and make it a part of the larger clan. In this way, we can make an pan-India network of all the big cab services that are not present right now. And hence, we will be able to provide a very large and efficient service. And now over to Karan.
I guess you're in mute if you're saying something. Sorry, I cannot hear. Who's the speaker?
Karan, we are not able to hear you. Please unmute.
Last few slide, I think I could not see. It just went away.
Vocal for local. Unlike aggregators, this app forms a direct link between customers and service providers. This app also has a no commission policy for service providers as it works on a subscription methodology. By providing trial services for a limited time, and then if the users wish to continue, using the services, then they need to get the premium subscription of the app. Spot easily the cars available around you. Riverway works in real time and also syncs with Google Maps, which helps user to get accurate location and availability of the cars. It also has a wide range of category filters, which lets the user to choose among the available cars as per their preferred choices and requirements.
Thank you everyone for your patience, and thank you Rajiv sir for providing us with this opportunity.
Okay, so thank you Divya and probably all the members. So could you quickly comment on the usability and probably other parts? Divya, can you hear me? Sorry, Dia, not Divya. Members, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir, I can hear you. Sorry, my mic got disconnected.
Sorry.
So, yeah, sir. So the usability of this application would be like, it's a application that would like integrate all the existing applications along with the offline solutions that are available. So it could be helpful to all the customers like across the country.
And how about
Also, the accessibility of this application would be like, the basic goal of accessibility is that in small towns and cities there are not Uber and Ola available. So such applications can be really helpful for the people out there.
Okay, so I think since we are running out of time, thank you so much everyone again for staying so late, and
Thank
much
you, sir.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.